Hello, my name is Jeff Bonsi, and I will be doing the little presentation on the short story that I wrote for my App 311 final. So I chose to do a short story instead of doing, like a traditional research paper or a group project. I kind of wanted to go with something a little more fun and a little more creative that I could do instead of just something traditional. And I feel like all we've really been assigned for most classes this semester is kind of traditional group projects or research papers or this or that, just in other classes. So I just changed it up, did something different. But basically, I just did a little short story about a middle-aged ish guy, late 20s, named Mikey. And this guy, Mikey, is from Manhattan in New York City, one of the five boroughs, the central borough. Um, and this guy has lived there like his whole life, so wanted to make it more or less like he wants a change of scenery, so he decides to move to not necessarily Appalachia, but it is in Appalachia, but he wasn't, that's not like his thought. He just wanted to move down south somewhere. But I ended up making him choose a place that was technically in Appalachia, Ashland, Kentucky. Little mountain, small mountain, like city town. Um, but yeah, he was just looking for like a southern change, so he decides, hey, I'm just gonna call my friends, and two of my lifelong friends they're gonna help me move out of my apartment in Manhattan, and we're gonna go to the south, and more specifically Ashland, Kentucky. So they go there, and really, this guy Mikey, that the main character in my story, he is kind of looking for like a culture shift and like a little bit of a different like dialect and language variation because in New York, especially up in New York City, there's a pretty heavy like New York slash Northerner accent. It is very prevalent in a lot of the area. I've been over there before. I used to live there actually too. So interesting. But yeah, he is looking for like a culture shift because it's all he's known is like these northern accents and northern language dialects. So he's looking for something a little more southern. He definitely finds it, and I've tried to incorporate a decent amount of like Appalachian linguistic variety. I'm not doing it in any kind of offensive tones or anything. It's just kind of more like this guy's learning and he's eager to just see the world or see America too in like a different just a little culture shift, a little culture change up, because that's his whole thing. Is he's kind of tired of living in this giant jungle city or concrete jungle of a city, and he's been living there all his life. So yeah, he's ready for a little change, and that he does. And goes and hits the road with his friends, and they are very culture shocked from what I've written. There's a lot of Appalachian linguistic variety that Northerners would not have like any knowledge of. So I tried to do that in a good way, and I hope you enjoy reading the story.